May the whole world enjoy prosperity, happiness, and peace. Be blessed by the divine. Good morning to every one of you. Uh, right. Good morning to every one of you. I'm so sorry for the delayed joining. I had a session in Chennai. It took a little more longer time to finish the question and answer session, and then I had to join here. Sir, Kumaresan sir, we discussed last week session also, or
No,
whatever
I just
we
talked
covered, or
about whatever I spoke last 2, 3 weeks. Like I said, we need to
okay,
follow the basics of foundation, exercise, introspection. That's it.
okay, great, sure. This week, the topic I have chosen is divine medicines. We know that what medicines we take for our regular ailments and all that. Now, divine medicine is what, and divine treatment is what, and what treatment divine is giving it. These are the things which I would like to discuss today. For example, let's start with what is divine medicine. We know what medicine for fever, but we don't know what medicine God is giving us. And then how is that treatment? Am I in that treatment or not? Means God is giving me some medicine or not? Am supposed to take that medicine or not? Or what I am standing today? And how is that treatment? How to find out whether I am in the treatment or not? And why medicines are given to us? If at all I am in the treatment, and then what are the medications? Medications means not just medicines. So fever means I have to take the tablet for fever. At the same time, I should not eat something, and I should do something, I should not do something. So what are the medications? And how to prevent from medicines, that is more important for us, because how can I prevent from medicines? Sir, you can see my screen, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No, it's very clear.
Clear, okay. I just want to see 1 second. How to bring okay, 1 second.
We are seeing the screen, sir. What do you want to bring?
Okay, fine, it's clear now. Okay, good. So now right. So what is divine medicine? Let's first understand, and then let's go to the how is a treatment, or am I in therapy or not? Now, if I have a stomach pain, I go to a doctor and tell him that I have a stomach pain, and then the doctor checks me, what did I eat, and a few checks, physically he checks, and if required, he may take ultrasound scan of my stomach or abdomen area to see what causes the stomach pain. Maybe hernia problem is there, and that could cause the problem for stomach pain, or some ulcer problem in the stomach. Then endoscopy is to be done. So he does all the diagnostics and then tell what is the problem, why I have stomach pain. Now, then how to avoid, how can I cure my present problem, and then how to avoid future problem. So those two things, whether doctor tells us or not, we have to understand from them, or we have to find out why, how, and how can I prevent it. That is the best method, best way of living, right? Best method of living. Now, if I have a stomach pain, if I think why I get a stomach pain, if I ask that question, first of all, why I get stomach pain, then now I understand the reason. One of my friend came from my native place, hometown, which is called Tirunelveli in southern India, Tamil Nadu, and very famous for alwa. And that alwa is a night shop is there. In that shop, the shop is open from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. That's all, every day. So it's not open on the daytime, and there is one small bulb is there even now for the last 50 years. That particular shop, the alwa is well known in the city. Tirunelveli is well known for that particular alwa. Of course, it is so tasty compared to every other stall in my hometown. Whenever I cross there when I am on vacation, the time is 5 to 8 p.m. So I stop my bike or car, whatever. Uh, I go there. If you pay 10 rupees, 50 grams, they will give you in a small paper with a small banana leaf, and then they will give another paper, and then they will give a small spicy mixture or something as well. It will be two slices. That's all for 10 rupees. I love it, and I take another. I pay another 10 rupees and take it. Good. So my friend came from Tirunelveli. He brought 1 kg of alwa. The alwa is so tasty, and almost 4 5 months gone. I in August I had, so September, October, November, December. Yeah, 6 months gone. I took half kg. 250 gram of alwa. I took it in the morning. In 4 hours, I got stomach pain. So why stomach pain is coming? Because I took excess alwa in the morning, 4 hours before. So what? The digestive system has a capability and which cannot digest that alwa, and it is jamming the mixie inside my stomach and it cannot do its job. Now, okay, so what? Let it slowly digest it. No, it cannot slowly digest it because this stupid fellow doesn't know that it is jammed unless I have a pain there. What I will do? Wow, still another 250 gram alwa is there. Okay, let me consume for lunch. I don't need lunch. I am going to take only alwa. Mixie cannot even remove that jam, cannot work on to cure that problem also. So God is so kind, divine is so kind. This stupid fellow doesn't know that he should not eat 250 gram of halwa, but he took it. Now I have to teach him a lesson. So what it does, it gives me a pain. Now because of the pain, I stop eating halwa. Not only halwa, even lunch I stop eating it because already I have a pain. How can I put something else more in that? So I am not eating anything now because of the pain. Now pain is good or bad? Very good. Because if I don't have a pain, I may eat another 250 gram of halwa, and the mixie which is supposed to work for 120 years, it may collapse in 6 months time. If I do like this without pain, I do whatever I want, I put it in like a dustbin, it will collapse very soon. So God is so kind in warning me that this mixie is supposed to work for 100 years. Don't eat anything now, and don't eat 250 gram of halwa at a stretch. Eat 50, 50, 50 every day, no problem. 250 at one stretch, no, 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 no. Your stomach cannot handle it. That is a luggage it can carry, it can digest. You should not eat. So God is giving me pain in the stomach to teach me a lesson because I did something wrong, and the direction is to be changed. Exactly how the pain is given to me in the stomach, we get problems in our life. Whatever things which is not happening as per your expectation, or as a disease, or as a challenges, difficulties, problems, whatever we see as a challenge, difficulties, it's all divine is giving me a treatment. Divine is telling that please check, unless you take this medicine, you will suffer, you will keep on suffering like this, treatment will never stop. Now just imagine whether am I in that treatment or not, how to find out. Now the divine medicine, we understand what is divine medicine, we understand. Now am I in the treatment or not treatment? How I will know? We know that now the treatment, the God medicine is nothing but pain. Pain can come in two forms, one physically to the body or to the mentally, that's all. One is a mental pain, second is a physical pain. Physical pain is like a disease, so I get stomach pain, I get leg pain, I get headache, or I get whatever pain physically I have it, all diseases. That is number one, pain. God is telling me physically what you are handling, how you are handling your physical body is not at all good, fix that problem. Physical pain. Mental pain is mental agitation, mental disturbance, what you think it will not happen and what you have not expected it will happen. So the mental pain is a second medicine from the God, treatment from the God, because I am thinking mentally something wrong. Unless I change my thinking pattern, my feeling, then the problem will not solve, because God is giving me that medicine. Hey, what you are doing is not correct. So now what will happen? Unless I change my mental thinking pattern, mental treatment will be continued by the divine. Mental treatment means what? God will give me all the tension, stressful situations. It could be from the wife or son or neighbor or boss, or could be from the country, or could be from the government. Anything is possible. In either way, medicine is given to me. So how can I find out I have no physical pain, my physical body is perfectly all right? So am I in a treatment, am I in divine treatment or not? I can't say it. Just because I don't feel pain We know there are so many people. I know a very important VIP person from Indian community here who went to a foreign country after having thoroughly checked every parameter in one of the clinic here, including treadmill test. He did it, complete test, and he does the test every year without fail. And before he left Doha to that foreign country, he did the test. He collapsed because of cardiac arrest within 1 week of that test period, or 2 weeks of that period after testing. It can come anytime. So absence of disease doesn't tell me anything about whether am I in treatment or not treatment. So that we can't find it. But mental pain, easily I can find it. Easily I can find it. Why I'm not getting this? Simple, I want breakfast and breakfast is not ready. My wife knows that 7 o'clock Tamil class is there. I have to join that. Still breakfast is not ready. And exactly when I started speaking, she is coming 2-3 times. Breakfast is you want or not? This is, I'm just telling as an example. Believe me, today there is no breakfast for me. I'm fasting, and straight away I'm going to take lunch immediately after the session. So don't think that my wife is not giving like that. I'm just sharing you, just to give you an example. I'm saying this. So absence of disease doesn't guarantee that, but it can come any point of time. So I can't judge because I don't have a disease, I am handling my body perfectly. No. Particularly, we all have to remember up to age 22, the body is capable of accepting anything. Even if I eat 50 gram of stone powder, rocks, stone powder, body will eliminate it. It has the capability. Above 22, the capability is not that great, but it will try to manage it by overworking. Above 40, it cannot do it. Above 60, it will fail. Above 80, it can no longer even give any symptom. Without pain, heart attack can come also. I may not even feel the pain. So we have to remember how the body is working, how biomagnetism is growing and then coming down based on SVF, all that you know it from the Kayakalpa class. So we can't judge from that. Mental pain, we know easily how our life is. How are you? For a simple question, how are you? There are many people who answers it. Okay, chalta hai, theek hai. Who can be happy here? Oh my God, in this corona, oh, you can be happy? Oh, come on, tell me the truth. People tell I am fine, but inside they know the chalta hai. But what pain they have behind the word chalta hai, it's okay. They only know it. So we have lot of mental pain. Mental pain is nothing but a medicine given by the God to change my mental attitude. Unless I change my attitude, mental pain will keep on continuing. Now, how long I am in this treatment? For example, some lady is telling that, oh my God, he completed 20 years of marriage life. Till date, this fellow is not stopping smoking. From the day one I got married, I have been telling him he is not at all listening to me that, and he is still smoking it. I don't know when he will stop it or he will not stop it. Long treatment for 20 years by the God is given to that lady because she is complaining that he is not quitting the smoking. The treatment, if I have a stomach pain, I go to a doctor, 1 week treatment, finish. He gives me a medicine for to take 5 days. I take medicine for 5 days. He tells me, don't eat this, eat this. I do follow it. 5 days, stomach pain is gone. Now 5 years passed, no more stomach pain. Excellent. Whereas this lady, he doesn't know what is the medicine given to us and how to take that medicine. She doesn't know, and what God wants, she doesn't know. And the problem continues. Medicine keep served by the God that no, you have to live with this medicine, no other choice. Because I don't understand what to do with the medicine, right? So you just imagine, think for a minute, what are the problems I have today for more than 1 week, more than 1 month, more than 1 year. That much period I am in that treatment. For 10 years, I have been suffering for one problem, 10 years treatment is going on. So top priority is the longest treatment I have been going through so far. Identify long-term issues. Somebody has been thinking, I want to reduce weight by 10 kg. For the last 18 years, he has been thinking, wow, long-term treatment by the God now. I'm not happy with it. So I have to work on it now. So top priority, we have to introspect ourselves, identify what is the treatment God has been giving me for so many years. What is that I need to change mentally, physically. Two things, physically, mentally. These are the two ways God is giving me the punishment. Actually, is it a punishment? It is not a punishment. God is so kind. Without my stomach pain, I will keep eating alwa. So, but still after pain, if I eat alwa, how stupid I am. And I have been telling my husband, and means the lady, don't smoke, don't smoke. And he keeps smoking. That means what? She is taking alwa again and again, she is going through the pain. I hope you understand the message, what, how we have to take that divine treatment. Okay. Now, what is, am I in therapy or not? So we have already said, what you think if it is not happening, I am in treatment. I think I want to go and watch a movie today. Ticket is not coming. Something is wrong here because what I think it is not happening. Similarly, whatever I have been thinking, if it is not happening, I am in treatment. I have to now think what medicine I have to take and how can I come out of the problem. Otherwise, I am in a problem. Okay, so, husband is smoking. After coming out of the office, I don't know what example, when I prepared the slide, I put it, this example. People come out of the, people come from the office and they just come home, ask for a coffee, and the wife, huh, what? No, no, no. I asked you whether you want coffee. I will make coffee for you also. Actually, this coffee, the guy he wanted coffee to be ready. But the wife, the way she asked, what do you want? No, no, no. I am asking you whether you want coffee because I want coffee. I can make two coffee for you. He immediately totally changed. So so it's, and this has been happening for years from the marriage date, right? And I want to do physical exercise. Somebody wants to do the exercise every day, wants to do the meditation every day. Nothing. He is not able to do the exercise. He is under the treatment. This is another point of view. One point is a physical pain, mental pain. Second point. Third is obstacles, hurdles. If you want to do anything good, you want to do anything positive to progress in life, and if there are obstacles, that means you are in treatment. God is telling you something still wrong with your attitude, either mind or physically. So obstacles can come to do, not to do meditation, not to observe patience, or not to control anger. Anything you want to do good and obstacles are coming, stop blocking you to progress. That means fate is very strong and God is trying to give you some medicine here. Means in our attitude, it doesn't mean you have to stop doing exercise, not at all. You have to do exercise, but what is the medicine I have to take? That is what we need to understand. You will understand before today's class. And there are people are quarreling, involved in quarreling again and again and again continuously for small things. People are quarreling. It could be small things or big issues, or like ozone depletion or Indian government, anything. It could, or corona. But the moment I am in quarrel with someone on some subject, that means I am in therapy. I am under treatment by the God because I am arguing here. So even that itself is a problem. And I want to reduce my weight for the last 20 years, not even 1 kg. I am not able to reduce it. So it's a 20 years of problem, 20 years of treatment. I'm not able to control the sugar level. And the Zoom class is at exactly at 9 o'clock, but 9 o'clock net is not working and cuts, or some friend came to your home and you are not able to attend the Zoom class and you are upset for it. So that is a mental pain. The mental pain is whenever you are upset on day-to-day activities. That means you are in medical treatment. God is trying to give you some medicine here. So these are the indications to analyze: am I in a physical pain, mental pain, anything, any obstacles in my way to progress in my life? All that three things we can identify. Yes, I am in treatment on this particular subject. If somebody has failed in physics, he has to study physics more. So you have to understand physical pain, mental pain, obstacles, or where my I get obstacles or difficulties or challenges or problems. That area I need to work on it. I have to find out what is the medicine God is giving me and how to take it. Okay. Now, how is the treatment? Okay, we already explained it, right? And now, why the treatment is given? I already explained it. I took alwa, and it's a wrong thing, right? Similarly, our mind, our intellect, our buddhi, our consciousness, if it is going in a wrong direction, divine is stopping you, taking you to the hospital. If I have a stomach pain, I go to hospital. But for this, we don't need to go to any hospital, God, or temple, or church, or mosque. No, God comes to us and gives us a treatment immediately on the spot. So as long as my direction in my thought, word, deed is correct, I will not have this treatment. How to prevent it? I should live in a right way. My thought, word, deed. The moment I divert my thought, word, deed in a wrong direction to bring back me to the right direction, divine will start the treatment. My wife is asking me to prepare a laddu for Diwali. So she sent me to a shop, and I, instead of purchasing that particular material, raw material for laddu, I saw my friend there after 10 years in Doha. So I went with him to a movie, and my wife is waiting for that material. How bad it is, how wrong it is. Similarly, if my direction in my thought, word, deed is going out of the way, what is out of the way? What is correct way? Correct way is the purpose of birth. We know realization of divinity in everything. That means I have to become like divine. The moment I become like divine, I think only what is possible, and whatever I think it will happen, I am in a blissful state. So I have to enjoy the life. It doesn't mean I have to detach, renounce, liberation. No, no. Enjoy everything, but with a clear cut moderation and clear cut knowledge about the consequence of what I am doing it. As simple as that. So if I deviate from the right path of my thought, word, deed, the God gives me the treatment. And we have to know, we all being becoming knowing. Divine state was there. From the divine state, Panchapuda came, the entire universe came. From entire universe, first sense plant came, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth sense human being came. The sixth sense human being is capable of knowing, realizing the entire history of the divinity. So my purpose of birth is to know where from I came, where to go, how to go, and then go there and reach the destination. That is the single most purpose of my birth. If I do anything against my purpose of birth, treatment will be started. And the treatment may start immediately or on a later date also. Sometimes this also I am seeing it. The treatment doesn't happen immediately. Sometimes it is possible if somebody is having tons of good punyam, good karma, then all this good karma will feed everything. Even though if he kills somebody, he will not get caught at all. He will enjoy his life to the peak, no problem at all. As long as the good karma finish, it is there, this will continue. The moment it reaches a threshold level, everything will pump, means will blast on him all together. That is why we sometimes say that only for me, I don't know, problem all will come like it. All problem will come together, not as one by one. The cricketer, the one ball comes, he catches. But from several directions, if ball comes, which ball he has to face? Some people, we know that they are facing like that problem from wife, problem from kid, problem in office, problem physically, mentally, all that. So sometimes that can also happen. Okay, now, for example, so how to avoid this? How to stop it? How can I take this treatment in a positive way? Now, there is, in our places, heavy rain is going on. In my hometown and all, the dam is full. There are around 5 dams. Actually, the largest district in Tamil Nadu is our Tirunelveli district, where 5 dams are there, and all those dams are full already. Now, if luckily the rain stopped a couple of days back. Now, if rain continues, they release the water from the dam. When they release the water from the dam, it flows in the river and it goes and spoils the nearest farms and villages, and even it went into a couple of streets in that village. Right now, when dam release water, so high flow of water is coming with a high speed, it is coming and it is going in the river. Even if there was no water in the river, now the river will accommodate all that high quantity of water and the water will go. Now, when the water flows, just think, imagine for a minute how the water will go. And it is coming from the dam is full, so high force is there. Force is very, very high. When the water flows with a high force in the river, now what will happen if there is a big dig or well on the path, water will fill there first, right? There is a well, for example, on the path. Now the whatever water comes, it has to fill the well or the dig or the place where there is a space, right? When the water once filled it up, then only the water can proceed further. Then it will go further. Suppose if there is a ridge, like a small mountain or rock, now the water will try to push it. If it is very small, then it will push that small rock or plant or whatever there, and it will take that also along with the water. It will take. So you can see when the dam water is released, we can see even snakes on the water. You can see all sort of things which is there on the way it comes in the water, because it is the force is the strength is very less, so the water is able to smash it and take it, carry it along with the water. Suppose if there is a rock or really a ridge, big ridge, it cannot break it. Then what it will do? It will hit. It will keep on hitting it, and it is not able to break it. Then it will form a round way across, means along the surface of it, and then it will find a own way to cross it, and then it will further proceed. So now, when the dam water is released, there are two things you have to see. One is like a well where water can get filled it up. Unless it fills up, the water cannot flow further. Number one, well. Number two, ridges or mountains or big rocks. It cannot break it for any reason, but it has to find a way to go around it. Then it will pass it, and then the water will flow further, and the water will get settled only when water reaches the ocean. Unless it reaches the ocean, water will keep flowing. This is how the dam water is there. So now there are two things. The speed is so high, the force is so high, energy is so high. So it goes on. Now that dam water is equal to or compared to our intellect, our consciousness. When we are born with the sixth sense human being, our consciousness has a force in it. Even if you are on the road, if some accident happened, you don't know what happened, you will try to find out what happened, and then only you will move on. That is why traffic jam is at many places. Whenever there is an accident, traffic jam. Not because of the accident, because of the people who are crossing it. They stop the car, they want to see what it is, how it is, why it happened. Maybe with the helping mind as well, no problem. But we wanted to know. So the consciousness has that desire, has that force. How long that force will be there? The force will remain there unless that consciousness merges with the total consciousness or the cosmic consciousness or the divine consciousness. That is why many people go to many spiritual organizations. Unless they are convinced or happy, they will keep moving from art of living to sky center and sky center. And it is possible because they are not able to reach that final destination. Okay, so until that destination, until the consciousness knows now, yeah, I know the destination, I know how to go, how long it will take for me to go satisfied, then the search stops there and real implementation will start and they will reach the destination soon. But if that satisfaction is not there, they will keep on searching, right? This is perfect, no issue at all, because it has to find its own way to reach the destination. Unfortunately, what happened in reality is this consciousness on the way, like a dam water, there are wells. It has to fill the well. It has to fill the well. Then only the excess water will cross the well and go further and reach the ocean. Suppose, assume that there are 5 wells and the water is so high, it can fill up all the 5 wells in one day, and then it can cross the wells and go further to reach the destination. Excellent. But the well is so bad, when the water try to fill the level inside the well, it goes on expanding it. It goes on expanding it inside. Then what happened? Whatever water you fill in, it never gets filled it. Is there such a well possible? I don't know physically it is possible or not, but in our life situation, it is possible. And that is what it is happening. So our consciousness is struck in one of the well. There are 5 wells. When our consciousness is struck in the well, all the water goes inside. That means what? All my energy, all my thoughts, all my work, everything goes inside the well to focus on it. What are those wells? Assume, not assume, just think for a minute. Almost 90 to 95% of the people work for money. In the name of earning wealth, they spoil the health. Now, what is happening here? The money is one of the wealth. When our consciousness is focused with a single purpose to make more money, to make more wealth, more wealth, more wealth, more wealth, the water doesn't cross the well and doesn't reach not only the destination, it is not even crossing that one well. That means what? Health is out, family relationship is out, enjoyment is out, money, 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 money. That's it. So, like that, people consciousness not even being realized that my path is there, I get stuck in the well because they don't know the will has a capacity to expand on its own. I want a very nice breakfast. In fact, for morning, my wife tempted me 2 3 times saying that idli is so soft, vada is there, chutney also we made, sambar also we made, because I have got my daughter and son-in-law here, so a special breakfast is made. 3 times she came in when the lecture was going on with the vada. Even my grandson showed me that vada also. No, I don't want. The problem is I need a very good, nice, delicious breakfast. I enjoy it. No problem. Nothing wrong in falling into the well. But when there is no nice food, when there is no soft idli, I should be able to come out of the well and move on further. I should not, why today breakfast is bread? Oh, so sorry. Yeah, how many times? Bread is for dog, not for me. Why you are giving me bread? Now, I am stuck in the well, even if it is not there, or even if it is there. Now what will happen? My wife gave me a tasty breakfast, excellent. When my wife is not there, I am upset. But people tell me there are nice restaurants here, go to Kailas, excellent. You want, you can, oh, okay, any restaurant, right? So now there are plenty of restaurant. Now I can think myself, oh, I have to travel 10 kilometers for my breakfast. Is it required? Yeah, yeah. Tasty food, I need it. Why 10 kilometers? In Qatar, you can travel even 50 kilometers also, no problem. Okay, let me go into the car. Now I travel. Now my energy is going, petrol is going, time is going, my thinking is going only after food. Without that food, will I die? Is this the single purpose of my birth? I need food for my survival. If that understanding is there, the will not expand. The will expansion means anything I enjoy through senses, it will never get satisfied. This is the point. Anything I enjoy through my senses, either taste, smell, anything, it never gets satisfied. Why it never gets satisfied? Because the biomagnetism keeps expanding. It is the nature of biomagnetism. It will keep on expanding more and more and more and more and more. Even if my wife breakfast is excellent, if somebody tells me there is a new restaurant there, or another friend tells I will make idli, nobody can make like it. Now I would like to have that idli as well, because I am not satisfied, because it is senses, the biomagnetism will keep on expanding. Biomagnetism is a wave, like a light. Light, how can you stop the light wave? It will reach up to where the energy is there. Similarly, biomagnetism keeps expanding. The biomagnetism, without any expansion, it can stop in only one place. Even it will not come back. That is absolute space. Absolute space is the only place where my biomagnetism doesn't come back and it doesn't get expanded. It gets dissolved, totally dissolved. That is why Maharishi has given a beautiful Turiyatit meditation. You expand your mind because biomagnetism is expanding. And when out of that expansion, you dissolve yourself in absolute space. If you can practice this meditation, the will, money is required, food is required, any enjoyment, absolutely essential, no doubt in it. But you will not get stuck in that well without moving further. That is the exact treatment divine is trying to for us to understand. If I don't do it, I will be in a problem. Okay, so the distraction, that is what I said, the treatment to divert in the right direction. So there are a couple of things, blocks. So as I said, obstacles, all that. Why my husband is not quitting the smoking? There is an obstacle for me. I have to change my attitude first. Why God has given me like that? Why God has chosen him as my partner because he is a smoking guy? Why? My genetic center wants it. My genetic center has that capability of suffering through that pain because of my karma. So I have to understand it. I have to accept it. Unless I accept it, treatment will continue. Now gold, see the gold, but it is in a bangle or chain, necklace. It is in different forms, but all are gold. Though it looks in different ways, but it is in the raw material is gold. The consciousness is the same everywhere, but it works in different ways. One gold changed to bangle or necklace, but gold is gold, but it looks like a bangle here. Not looks like, it is a bangle. Here it is a necklace, but it is gold. Similarly, we see thousands of people around us. Each one, the raw material is God. They are made up of divinity. They are functioning because of divinity, but the form is different. Their consciousness is become a limited consciousness according to the form. Bangle is a round shape. That gold has to be in round shape. No, 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 no. I will change my shape to a square shape. Sorry. Then gold is not following the rule there. If it is a necklace, it has to be in a round circle form. That's it. It cannot make in a different square shape or anything. It has to be according to that design. It has to follow the rules. Similarly, we see thousands of people. All thousands of people are raw gold. It's made up of divine, and they are functioning because of the divine. The functioning energy is also divine. They are made up of also divine. But when they function in this world, they acquired some negative blemishes or negative characters. That negative character is spoiling the issue. Now, what is the medicine here? God will give me such situations with different people, different consciousness, and they will not behave as I think, but I have to understand that that is a treatment God is giving us, right? It could be for someone, the job is lost. He lost the job at a very critical condition. Maybe his son is in 12th standard now. He started 12th standard, and middle of the way that he's lost the job. 1 year education is in under threat now. So now what is that I need to know? Oh, everything is God, but God is giving me this problem. So what is the lesson I need to learn? I should not get stuck in one of the well. What is that will here? Affection to the son, affection to the son's education, affection to the son's career. No, affection is dangerous. Love is super. Love is a divine language. Affection is human language. That causes the problem. So the well called affection, the moment I fell in that well called affection, I can't come out of it. Oh, 1 year study will go. The moment job termination notice is issued, he is under tension. Instead of taking the medicine, he is digging on his own well more deeper. He will never be able to come out if that is the case. That is why people can't remember such small things, not small things, maybe a big thing as well. They are not able to come out. Why God is giving me this job lost? What is the treatment? Why is this treatment given to me? Oh no, I have to detach it. God, Mother Rishi has written a beautiful poem. God has given everything. God can have every right to take anything at any point of time at any place. Who is what control I have? Only job responsibility for me is to do my things perfectly, knowing the consequence. If I do this, who is a God to stop that to me? No way, right? But if I fail it, then I have to accept it, right? And I need to correct my action. That is why treatment is what I am writing here. All that are they are the reasons for me for the God's treatment. The number one is, first one, I did something wrong, change of direction. The second one, I forgot my purpose of birth. The third one, my energy is so high, but I don't spend it in the right direction. I got struck in one of the well. The fourth one, distraction in my thought process or word, or it's the same as number one. Number five, if somebody's life is stagnant, they are struck, job is lost. Now he needs a diversion. That's it. So job is taken out. Maybe could be the reason. Seventh one, of course, the action correction. The eighth one, protection. Somebody missed the bus. Oh my God, how can this bus go for 2 minutes early today? 8:20 it should come, it did not come. 8:15 itself the bus left, but he missed the bus. But that bus met with an accident. Two people died after 10 minutes. Luckily, this fellow didn't take the bus. So God has given me sometimes something which can happen to protect us also. So we can't understand the divine purpose immediately unless unless I can reduce my mind frequency to 1 to 3. Mahans knows it. For us, it's very difficult, but it is possible. And the other one is the most important one is a sublimation. For every problem I have, every difficulty I have to change myself, either in terms of thought, word, action. Out of the three, any one is wrong, then the treatment will be continued. So every obstacle in my life is an opportunity for me to change something in me, right? And here, how long this will continue? Unless I fix all the problems in within me, this will keep continuing. It could be because of the it can affect my sleep, food. It can affect in any way. As long as I follow that treatment, taking the medicines properly, the problem will continue. Why the treatment is given? Maharishi has written a poem here. The English translation is this. The title of the poem is Direction of Consciousness Today, which that is how I started my lecture today, right? The direction of consciousness today, the Maharishi has written, the force of consciousness today is very high. They focus only in meeting day-to-day affairs. Okay, as soon as I get up, some people get up. Oh my God, time 5 o'clock. Well, getting up itself, why tension? Yeah, it is 5 o'clock. So what? But they start the day like that. So from morning to night, what I am supposed to do, what I should do, only in that day-to-day requirement, the entire intellect is spent, entire energy is spent, entire thought is spent in meeting day-to-day needs and others to earn wealth. There are many other people who is working on to make more money. Only realized people focus their thoughts in maintaining love, happiness, and peace in the world. First in me, then in surrounding, and then in the world. Only realized people. Now we have to think, am I in the right direction or not? If my thought, word, deed is not in the second paragraph, then I am in treatment. God will start the treatment one day for sure. If not now, one day treatment will be started if I am not in the second paragraph. If my consciousness is not in that, treatment either started or will start soon. That doesn't mean I should not go here. No, I have to satisfy my hunger. I need two houses. I need one house. Whatever you need, you go for it. But not only that is life. For life, I need home. For life, I need money. I need food. But that is not the life. My purpose is different. To make my journey comfortable, I need so many things. You work for it. But that is not the life. The first paragraph is that is the life. The second paragraph is no. My purpose is realization. My purpose is to maintain happiness, peace, love. Whatever situation comes in, you think in these words, three words. You have to have happiness, you have to work for peace, and you have to love whoever it is. If I can do in that, then you started in taking the medicine 100% correct way, problem will disappear very soon. If not, it will be continuing. That is what that poem says. So what are the medications for my treatment? As I said, three things, right? One, love, pleasure, peace of mind. This is where my focus should be. Well, I just asked a simple question and my wife started shouting for something. Nowadays, people can, even psychiatric doctor was treating someone and they gave some medicine for, sleeping pills. So when they gave the sleeping pills, this guy has been already taking the sleeping pills and he is able to sleep only because of the sleeping pills. And when the patient goes to the doctor again, now the doctor got tensed. Why? Because this guy is telling, doctor, you gave me sleeping pills. I am sleeping. But give me waking pills also because I am not able to get up. My wife is coming and telling 4 times I'm not able to wake up from the bed. If you have a sleeping pill, you have to have a waking pill. Otherwise, what is the system you have? I'm sorry, you are not fit to practice this. So now this fellow is trying to convince him, hey, there is no waking pills. You have to get up on your, to sleep, you will give me the pill to. So now his tension, he started having a tension. Now, the doctor, if he works to maintain peace in that situation and love that guy who is creating the tension, oh, he is also God. Why he is talking like that, like a rubbish guy? No, 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 no. I have to maintain happiness. I have to love him. I have to support him. I have to help him. If that is his attitude, you pass question number one. You are pass. You pass. Second one, we have to think whenever we have a problem in our life, challenges in our life, difficulties in our life, am I struck in any of the well, or am I hitting a big rock to break it? Instead of hitting it, go find a round, go find another way to go around the rock, cross the rock, and go to the ocean. Am I struck in any of these areas? There are 5 areas Maharishi has given. One, wealth. We need wealth, but we should not go after wealth with 100% focus of our energy. Wealth, people, we need people, wife, sister, all that people are required. Name and fame, definitely we need a name and fame. And power, I need power. I don't want to be in the queue to watch a movie. I will just tell my friend and he will buy the ticket, and then I straight away go to the theater. No problem, nothing wrong in influencing or using a power. Power is must. And the fifth one is a sensual enjoyment. You need to enjoy a very good meal, very good food, watch a very nice dance. Absolutely no issue at all. Sensual enjoyment, we should enjoy it, but we should not get stuck in any of the 5 wells. So that is where Maharishi is telling detached attachment. Attachment to these 5, no problem. But when it is going out of your control, when it is not available, detach yourself. Now you see as a third person, you cross the place. You are not stuck in the well. You cross the well, and you are not hitting the well. What is hitting the well, hitting the rock? Wife is telling the husband for 20 years he is not smoking. Why he has to tell every day? Why she has to remind him on every smoke? See what a bad smell it is. What a bad smell it is. What a bad. That every time the wife tells her husband that what a bad smell, between them the negative energy is too much expanding. It will repel each other. They can now, the difference will reflect in everything else also, not only in terms of smoking. This negative reflection of biomagnetism will give problems or difference of opinions in so many other things, because it will push the people away from them. Why we have to do it? We have to detach. Yes, smoking is dangerous, I know it, but God has sent me, and he is not a child to understand whether smoking is good or bad. He is a 45-year-old fellow, he knows, and he is doing excellent job in office. He is getting promotion, he gets here, he is able to make money, so he is intelligent. Why I have to tell him every day that smoking, quit smoking, quit smoking, quit smoking? Finished. I have to detach myself from this particular aspect. Let me keep quiet. Let me not advise anymore. Advices is a real issue. So let me keep quiet. Now she started accepting the divine's medicine, and she started taking divine medicine. And in 6 months' time or 1 year time, her thought will influence him if she starts blessing. Otherwise, it is difficult. And that is a second point. So we have two things. One is the river, the ridges. Ridges is the like a rock. The other is a well, where water gets filled it up and it keeps on expanding. There are 5 wells, 5 wells, and ridges is the rock. You have to find a way around it. You have to have detached attachment on that aspect. Now, in order to do both medicine, you have to have willpower. Unless the water is so forceful, it cannot break the rock, or it cannot go around it, or it cannot overfill the well and cross the boundaries, cross the place and go to the ocean. You need great willpower, and you need to have a constant awareness. Awareness. Oh, no, 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 now there is a well. No, 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 I should not fall down. No, 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 let me go around it and then cross this well. Otherwise, the moment I fall into this well, I can't come out. I know there are many people who drinks alcohol, who smokes it. They are not able to get out of it because the well keeps expanding on its own. They don't know how to come out also. Even medicines fails there. We should not fall into that. Constant awareness is required. So two things are required. willpower, awareness. Willpower to break all the hurdles, willpower to implement what is right, what not what I like, what is right, and awareness is to know the differences where I have to be careful. So if I have these two, then I should be able to make progress in my life to achieve what I want. The divine treatment will take us, move us forward with all the positive things. Otherwise, if I am in different direction, it will force me to bring back to right direction. So the material attachment, as I said, Maharishi has written a beautiful poem here that remember this poem all the time. Remember this incident as well. Maharishi was having his own industry, right? He was having his own business. Two car, he used to keep two car, one car for servicing, another car service in the sense any pregnant woman in that village, they are free to use that car to go to the hospital and things. It means so he was like a entrepreneur. He was having big turnover of his textile business and all that. Now, all of a sudden, the business collapsed and he is not able to pay the salary. And then he surrendered to the government and government, jabti. That means government took all the properties, all the assets of Maharishi. And only one, he was having a watch. The authorities either forgot to see the watch or they maybe out of kindness, they didn't ask Maharishi to ask for the watch. After all authorities went, Maharishi realized, oh my God, watch is with me. It belongs to government now. How can I keep the watch? So he went there to return the watch. Now, so he doesn't have anything. So in the government owned land, some area outside the outskirt of the village, so he, with the permission of the local VAO and collector, he made a hut, and in the hut he was living there without anything. Now one lady saw the Swamiji when he was rich. He was having his own business. In 6 months' time, this happened. The lady returned back to the village to see Maharishi, and Maharishi was in a hut. People said, no, no, he's in a village, he's in a hut. Go outside the village. You go and find a hut in a big open area. He will be there. And she was so tensed and so much of anxiety. How the God could do this to you? And Maharishi said, no, no, come on, cool, 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 cool. Don't get tensed. Why are you so upset? God has given me something. Now God has moved from me to someone else. What is your problem? God gave me this. Now God moved it to somebody else. What is your problem? And that is the essence of this poem. Maybe, I don't know, he wrote the poem at that time, at that period, I don't know. It is in 1956. And the English translation is this. It's a loose translation from my end. What we had got earlier can only leave us, not the one before it arrived. Whatever I got only can go. If I did not have it, how can it go from me? It belongs to me. So why it belongs to me? God gave me and God took me. So what we had got earlier only can leave us. So don't get, when I was born with nothing. I didn't bring any property. So property God gave me, now property is lost. So why I should worry? There is no loss, he says. If we can realize this fact again and again, there is no loss for anyone, anytime. Always think any loss happens to us, it is not a loss, because God, I was born without anything. When I go also, I can't take anything. So where is the loss here? There is no loss anywhere. So the material attachment is the biggest culprit or a big well. People, consciousness, energy, thought, everything is working in this particular well. Instead of coming out or maintaining moderation or detached attachment, people are stuck in that particular well. It need not be only money, money, money. Even in a matching salary, or even if I spent 4 hours to buy a shoe or buy a phone, anything related to material, attachment is must. But when it is not happening, I have to happily accept it and I should detach it when it is going out of my control. That is called material attachment. And the second important well is a sensory pleasure. This is I would say, compared to material, this is more dangerous one. Sensory pleasure. What he says in the poem is this loose translation. I got habit of using consciousness with senses. I always spend my energy with my senses. Ah, nice idli, nice chapati, nice gravy, my god, what a taste it is. See, in that restaurant it is useless, but this restaurant, this is very good. Chutney is good there, but sambar is good here. Wow. I apply all my energy, my intelligence, my consciousness in senses, with the senses, resulting the success of feelings over consciousness. My feelings wins over my consciousness. That means my tongue will dictate me. No, no, take one more idli. Idli is so soft today. You will, maybe it may take another 2 months to get such a idli. Take one more, no problem. What is wrong in it? Feelings will overpower my consciousness, even though consciousness, hey, you already took six. Six is your capacity. Seven is dangerous. No, Kalivalli, no. So feeling takes over consciousness. When consciousness expands to universal state, got the state of awareness. You know, in Turiyatit meditation, we expand our mind to the universal field. As long as our mind is focused in the physical body level, we get stuck into any of the wells. We get into problems. Expand your mind to the universal field. And if you can expand it, then you are in awareness, because all whatsoever happens, it's all small stuff. Don't waste your energy because of on a small stuff. If it is really a big stuff that can kill my life, yes. Even my son put water on my passport, it is a small stuff. Why I have to? Why I have to spend my energy in focusing too much? I have to be in awareness. To get awareness, you have to expand your mind. Now you know what to do when the water is spilled on, water damages the passport. So to get that awareness, you have to expand your mind. Consciousness understood senses here, not consciousness become slave of feelings. Here consciousness understood senses and succeeded the senses. Senses should be slave to us. I should not be slave to consciousness. If you want peace, come to the area of universal magnetic field, and you get awareness, and you succeed over the senses. And if you can succeed over the senses, you know what you have to do in a right way. There is no treatment required by the divine to change your direction of living, your thought force, your energy force, or your word and your deed. And that is what this poem says. And the third is, we have to go after name and fame, as I said. Absolutely nothing wrong in going after fame. But he says in this poem, if you want fame, same desire will keep that away. If somebody is working too much to get the fame, you know, in our places, they sponsor for tube lights in temples. And in the tube light, they will write their name, village, father name, and all. Half of the light will be blocked by that black ink written on the tube light. So they want their name is more important than the light which is given by the tube light, you know. So they write it on the fan and all that. So if somebody go after fame, the same desire will keep that away. Fame shall be the outcome of daily duties as a social context that it means. Fame is very important, but it should come out of how you do your duties. How you do your duties for the benefit of others. They themselves will realize it without me telling it. That is a real fame. That is a fame. We have to go after it. That is what he says in this particular poem. And then the power. We all need power. And we all have to, we need people as well, right? We are not independent. We are interdependent. But in this poem, Maharishi says, uh, already I explained it, affection. Affection is one of the culprit, you know, one of the big well. We fall into that well and we are not able to come out of it. Love is important, affection is dangerous. Or you have to detach. When you need to detach, you have to detach yourself. Now, what I should do without meditation, you have to have sublimation. Sublimation is, before perfection, I have to change myself. I have to have all the divine qualities, all the bad qualities, I have to get rid of it. That is called a sublimation. And Maharishi says in the poem, love, pleasure, peace. I have to think to achieve all these three. Transformation in thoughts, words, deeds, all that I need, and detached attachment. To implement one and two, I need great willpower and I need to be in awareness. These three, willpower and awareness, both are given by meditation. And Maharishi has given a simple technique also how to attain this state, how to attain these three, the two. These two can be achieved only if you have this, right? So how to attain the detached attachment, Agna. Just be in Agna. That's all. This poem says, try to be in Agna or Turiyam whenever something is out of your expectation. Whenever something happens which is not as per expectation, think of here or think of in Turiyam. Remember forehead, Agna Chakra or crown chakra. Always keep focusing there. You first focus on you, then the focus the world. Why he is behaving like that? Live as per learnings with whatever you learned, with meaningful awareness to live with detachment as habit. Always try to means don't fall into the area of affection. Detached attachment is what is required. If we can do it, we will be able to succeed and there will no longer be any divine treatment. So with this, I conclude